right, there you go. That is The Kink in My Hair, which is playing at the National Arts Centre, wrapping up this weekend. You got to get your tickets while they last. With us right now, the creator and the star of The Kink in My Hair, Trey Anthony.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great.
It's really cool to see you because you are a star of television as well.
Yes.
Because this was on television here in Canada for a couple of years.
Yep, it was on global television, yeah.
Yeah. So how many years back are we going now? Because time flies, right?
Oh my goodness. TV, it was about 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And when we first started the play, it was 15 years ago.
Wow.
Yes, I started when I was 5.
Yes. I can totally, you're very young. We like encouraging youth on the show. So Trey, let's go back, I guess, then 15 years, the inspiration for The Kink in My Hair.
Yeah. It really was for me. I was an actor. I was going out for roles, and I found them very stereotypical. And I decided at that point that I really wanted to start to write roles that reflected Black women and lives of women in general. And so I really wrote the play out of this necessity to see diverse, authentic stories on stage and also on television. And then it just really hit a chord with audiences and was really able to just transcend all various audiences.
Okay, so tell us, so for people who haven't seen, obviously, the play and the TV show, The Kink in My Hair, what's it all about?
It's all about the women, the lives of these women who come to this hair salon. Novelette's the owner of the salon, and really what it's about is the unmasking of women. How all of us, as we walk around, we have our public persona and then our private persona. And Novelette has this amazing magical gift where she's able to touch these women's hair and see what's going on privately in their lives, and able to really offer a sense of where they can be themselves, where they can have a place that welcomes them and loves them and accepts them. And so that's why I think it really resonates with a lot of women, because people talk about that they come to the play and they're laughing, they're crying, they're seeing themselves, and then they're also realizing that they're not the only ones who are going through a lot of these issues that these women present.
And you came up with all this?
I did.
That's
yeah, it was
pretty cool.
cheaper than therapy.
Helped you through a lot of difficult things. So now it's one of Canada's most successul plays, and that has to feel pretty good.
Yeah, I never ever thought that I would be still sitting here 15 years later being interviewed, and that it would really resonate with so many audiences. I never thought that, but it's been a magical and wonderful journey, and for me it's just amazing that there's still this sense of relevance with the piece, and people still feel it's very timely and still touches so many people's lives.
Now, you were obviously the main character as well when it was on television.
Yeah.
I mean, what was that ride like when you were walking around Toronto, right? You would have been based out of Toronto at that point?
Yes, I was in Toronto. It was very exciting to be on television, to be going into audiences, living rooms every single Sunday. And people just came up to me all of the time. It was just like, oh, I just love your character. I just love the show. And people were really touched by it. And I think just to also see diverse faces on television was just a really huge act at that time. And so people really loved the piece.
That's awesome. So this is a musical?
It is a musical, and that's where there's definitely a difference from the last productions of the play. We just turned the play into a musical this year. So it opened in Atlanta. It was selling out houses there. And then we also went to Calgary, and the Calgary production has now moved to Ottawa. And so there's wonderful music to the piece. We've worked with some amazing composers, and so you're in the audience, you're laughing, you're crying, you're singing along, and it's really great. The music has really added a new dimension to the piece.
What's the best part of it? Because obviously, like, being an actress, it's very cool to be a part of productions like this, but to be someone who's created it and just to sit back and watch it. I mean, when it was on television and now you see the musical and you see all these amazing actors, actresses with you, I mean, that's got to be some kind of feeling.
It has been such a sense of pride and accomplishment for me. And I think what has been really wonderful is over the years to have the opportunity to also go back and revisit the work, and then also, you know, do some edits, add some new monologues, add more characters. I think also for me as a woman and as a producer, to be able to give actors roles that they find juicy and well-rounded and authentic, that has been something that has been really important to me, and I feel like has been my personal calling, to be able to do work that I feel proud of, but also to be able to add other women into this world and for them to feel empowered by the stories that they're telling.
So would you say that this this is the third adaptation of it in a way, because it was a play and then television.
Yes,
and now
a musical. Yes, so I don't know what is next. I really don't know. I just always just go with the flow. Because when we were in Atlanta, we were just going to do a straight play and just do it the exact same way. And then a musical composer came up to me and said, "Have you ever thought about turning it into a musical?" And I was like, "No." And then I just went along with it, and it's just been an amazing journey. So I'm always about, with this piece, saying, you know, I will just go on wherever it leads me, and just trust that it will be the best place for it, where it needs to go.
Well, congratulations on all the success. I mean, 15 years in, right?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I bet it's just flown by too.
Yes, it has. Like, even now when I think about it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's been 15 years. What's really funny is that some of the cast members who are now in this production were like, oh, I saw this play when I was in high school. I'm like, oh
yeah,
gosh.
that's the worst, eh?
Yeah.
That is the way. It's good and it's bad
Yeah.
to have that. It's so how many showings are left?
We have about 5 more, where we have 2 matinees, 2 shows on Saturday, so a matinee and an evening show, and we're running all of this week. Yes.
That's wonderful. At the National Arts Centre.
Yes.
First time you've been at the National Arts Centre?
It's the first time, and it's really amazing to be there.
Beautiful
Yeah, beautiful theater.
Well, thank you, Trey Anthony, creator and star of The Kink in My Hair.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Real pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
It's like
I
I'm watching TV. You know?
There we go.
Goodness.
Get my good side.
You love every side is great.
Great.
Trey Anthony, creator star, To Kink in My Hair, playing at the National Arts Centre, wrapping up this Saturday.